advantage, and the autonomous institution has been ranked top rankings by India Today and Outlook Express in the 3 consecutive past years, 2019, 2020, and 2021. Today, I would like to take this opportunity to welcome our worthy Madam Principal, Professor Dr. Atima Sharma Dwivedi, in her absentia. She has been the driving force of our institution. She is the backbone of this institution. Next, I would like to welcome Dr. Manju Sahni, Head PG Department of Chemistry, Kanya Mahavidyalaya, Jalandhar. She has always motivated us to attain heights of success. Next, I would like to welcome Dr. Narendrajit Kaur, Coordinator, and Co-Coordinator, Madam Ravneet Sani, along with the other members of the organizing committee. Without their support, this event would not have been possible. Next, I would like to welcome the team members of Chemistry Ninja. I would like to mention the fact that this whole event has been successful and arranged by the students of Chemistry Ninja. Last but not the least, I would like to welcome the audience for participating and joining us today. It gives me immense pleasure to tell you all that we have been joined by the students from all over India. So before proceeding into the event, I would like to take you to a virtual tour of PG Department of Chemistry.
Yes, over to you, Lovely.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Delta was a mutation of COVID, and Omicron was enhancement of COVID. Now, I would like to invite Ms. Anchal, a student of KMV, to present her presentation on COVID and chemistry. Over to you, Anchal.
Your screen is visible on the please.
Screen is visible, right?
Yeah, your screen is visible. You can start.
Thank you, Loveleen. Greetings of the day, everyone. Today, I, Anjal Sharma of MSc Chemistry Sem 1, deem it a great pleasure for having got an opportunity to present before you a presentation on role of chemistry in prevention of COVID-19. Chemistry has indeed played a pivotal role during COVID times. From detection to testing to precautions to medicines, everything involved chemistry. The screen is not visible. So in this particular screen, we can all see that there's a picture of a virus, and then we have a book that is the NCRT book, Class 12th of Biology. And virus was defined as a microscopic infectious agent that replicates only inside the living cells of an organism. We used to learn this definition, write it in exams, and come back. But who knew that this particular virus is going to take a toll on our lives? Who knew that it would become the villain of the 21st century, even worse than the Thanos and Ultron in Avengers? So, virus has entered our lives, and it was called COVID-19 or SARS-CoV-2. SARS, severe acute respiratory syndrome, which affected our lungs. And if we see, this was the structure of the COVID, the spikes, and it was caused due to the bats. From the bats, the people who ate that bat or snake came to humans, then it formed the chain, and then COVID-19 started spreading. So this was how basically it was covering the world. And there was a ringtone which we all were fed up at a point of time, which said, कोरोना वायरस या कोविड-19 से आज पूरा देश लड़ रहा है, मगर याद रहे हमें बीमार से लड़ना है, बीमारी से नहीं. So this was one ringtone which we didn't like much, but yes, we had to do this because of COVID-19. But there's another thing. If we see here, there's a picture of Superman. When Superman could not help, and his mother is asking, aren't you going to do something to fight the coronavirus? And he says, I'm doing it by staying at home. So such superheroes could not help, but chemistry was the superhero that came in time and helped us to take us out of coronavirus. So the cure for coronavirus lied in chemistry. It included the sanitizers, the soaps, the vaccines, the thermometers, the gloves, the masks, everything had some chemistry behind them. So here we can see there's use of chemistry during COVID-19, right from detection, that is checking of fever with thermometer, confirmation, that is tests in laboratories using chemicals, medication, drugs and medicines made by chemists, then preventions by vaccines, common measures, that is washing hands with soaps, using sanitizers, etc. Everything involved chemistry. So if I talk about the role of soaps in prevention of COVID-19, we can see in the first picture that the coronavirus has a membrane of the oily lipid molecules, which is studded with proteins that helps the virus infected cells. So here there is a genetic material, there are spike proteins and lipid membrane, we can all see. Then comes the soap molecule that is going to kill this coronavirus. How? See, in the soap molecules, we have a hydrophilic head and a hydrophobic tail. Now this is going to attack the virus. When the water-shunning tails of the soap molecules wedge themselves into the lipid membrane and pry it apart. The soap will trap the dirt and fragments of the destroyed virus in tiny bubbles called micelles, which wash away in water. And this is how soaps helped us to get rid of coronavirus. Moving on, there was a role of alcohol-based sanitizers. And if you can see the picture, there are some layers of alcohol-based sanitizers. The first one being the emollients, polyacrylate-based colors and fragrance. This was basically to protect your hands, which became dry, and also to provide some color and fragrance in the sanitizer. Water acts as a carrier of the ingredients and part of the hydrogel. And alcohol breaks the lipid-based coatings apart and some bacteria and viruses and destroys them. So when we are not even having hand wash or soaps, and water is unavailable, we can have a sufficient amount of sanitizer, which is necessary to ensure complete hand coverage, and compliance is critical for appropriate hand hygiene, which means that sanitizers were also made by the chemists, which helped us a lot when we did not have even water and soap. Moving on, there's another method to make sanitizers at home. So this is a DIY sanitizer, which was given by WHO. So you can see there's a 2/3 cup of rubbing alcohol, which you can get from the market, 1/3 cup of aloe vera, 5 to 10 drops of essential oil, and hence your hand sanitizer is ready and you can use that. You have to mix them all, put it in a bottle, carry them along. Then detection of COVID variants. We all know that so many COVID variants are coming, alpha, beta, gamma, delta, whatever. So many COVID variants were there. And who helped us detect those COVID variants was chemistry. The molecular antigen and serology tests were affected by viral mutations differently due to the inherent design difference of each test. We had RT-PCR test, which maybe, I don't know, many of you are knowing the full form or not, but it is reverse transcription, polymerase chain reaction. So that was also possible due to COVID. And there's a fun fact, I know many of you won't be knowing. So we know that there are many variants of COVID, alpha, beta, gamma, delta, as we can see, then epsilon, zeta, eta, theta, iota, and kappa. But in the lower table, you can see that we have skipped 2 letters before Omicron, that is nu and xi. The reason being new will be confused by the word new, N-E-W. That is why WHO did not take new. And the word Xi, that is XI, would be confused by the Chinese president's name, that is Xi Jinping. So that is why we skipped those 2 words and took Omicron as the new variant. Moving on, there were testings during COVID-19 times and vaccines like Covishield, Covaxin, and many medicines such as hydroxychloroquine, remdesivir, lopinavir, dexamethasone. These were the common drugs which we even exported outside India, and it was available in India. And that was also possible just because we were able to make them in our own laboratories in India. So concluding, I would just like to say that necessity is the mother of invention. And this was how chemistry had a significant role in prevention of COVID-19. Had it not been that COVID-19 would have emerged, I do not think that we would have got so many inventions and no new technologies emerging. Although it was for bad, but then also we had so many technologies today, and scientists, mainly chemists, were behind it, and they had to be applauded for that. So with this, I end my presentation and thank you. And I hope you know the role of chemistry in COVID-19's prevention now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, dear Anchal, for this wonderful presentation. Now, proceeding further, let's have a glimpse of videos that were presented by the students with their posters.
My greetings to everyone. I am Haramanpreet Kaur. As participated in the resource-based poster presentation competition organized by the PG Department of Chemistry, Kanya Mahavidyalaya Jalandhar, I will present my poster titled Biochemistry versus COVID-19. COVID-19 pandemic has placed extraordinary challenges in front of all of us. I feel humbled and inspired by the medical and the scientific ways through which we can detect the virus and for ongoing work to develop a treatment. So here is the poster. It is based on the research work of the biochemist of University of Bristol. Recently, they discovered a new feature of SARS-CoV-2, which has an extremely unexpected. It links biology, the disease, and the virus itself. It enables us to rethink the strategies and to come up with a new approach and the new ideas to combat and defeat the virus. So today we know a lot.
Sorry, I'll share the screen again.
Lot about the structure of the COVID-19 virus with the help of chemistry. Spike proteins are on the surface of the virus. They are the proteins which are known to be crucial for the infections of human cells. They dock onto the receptors or proteins on the cell and help the virus to enter into the cell. The mutations on the SARS-CoV-2 spike protein are the ones which are thought to be responsible for this higher infectivity. The aim of the research was to generate spike proteins. So to quality control of our spike protein, they used cyroelectron microscope as a tool to visualize the molecule and to compare it to previous spike proteins from SARS-CoV-1. And at the same time, also the first structure of SARS-CoV-2 spike protein. So the key finding, which is really a discovery because it didn't expect at all, is the fact that in the spike protein structure that has solved, there is a pocket which is filled with the fatty acids. And it's not just a fatty acid, they are essential fatty acids, linoleic acid. So, linoleic acid is an essential polyunsaturated compound or molecule having melting point of -5 degrees Celsius. So, it discovered that this binding of linoleic acid stabilizes the form of this protein which is less infectious. So also if something which is more even better binding than the linoleic acid will form, then it will be better and lock down this protein and completely non-infectious form. So then we have defeated these virus before it actually affect us. Recent studies have shown that in the patients who are severely suffering from the COVID-19, linoleic acid is depleted in the blood. So there are many hints and indications that the linoleic acid is very important factor in the COVID-19 pathogen.
Thanks to one and all present here. Today, Alovleen Seni of BSc Non-Medical Semester 6th is here to present a poster on COVID-19 vaccine V590 by Merck and IAVI. Merck is an American pharmaceutical company and IAVI is International AIDS Vaccine Institute. Both of these organizations came together to produce a vaccine candidate V590. Merck and IAVI uses a replication-competent recombinant vascular stomatitis virus for their vaccine called V590. Therefore, this virus is used to achieve an immune response against SARS-CoV-2 infection. For this purpose, the G protein of VSV is replaced by the spike proteins of the SARS-CoV-2. The organism immunized by a vaccination with RSV generates antibodies against the spike proteins of SARS-CoV-2 and can therefore fight against COVID-19 infection. In the picture given below, it is clearly visible that the G protein of VSV is replaced by the spike proteins of SARS-CoV-2. About the target and the route of application. As already mentioned, the targets of the V590 vaccine are the spike molecules on the surface of the SARS-CoV-2 virus. The spikes mediate the receptor binding and membrane fusion steps of viral entry. Since the S proteins are the primary target of neutralizing antibodies and can elicit D, CD4 plus and CD plus 8 T cells responses, they are a promising target. After animal tests in mice, it is expected that a single dose of V590 is sufficient for an immunization.
Hello everyone, this is Neelam Dinesh Pedkar from MSc College Malegaon Camp. I am going to discuss about the topic that is the role of chemistry in prevention of COVID-19. First of all, we have to discuss about the chemistry of sanitizer. The chemicals that are used in the sanitizers are ethyl alcohol or ethanol, glycerin, isopropyl myristate, propylene glycol, tocopherol acetate, aminomethylpropanol, carbomer, fragrance, etc. These chemicals provide us precaution against COVID-19 disease and other chemical diseases. Next, we have to discuss about the chemistry of vaccine. The vaccine includes chemicals such as L-histidine hydrochloride monohydrate, magnesium chloride hexahydrate, polysorbate 80, ethanol, sucrose, sodium chloride, disodium edited dihydrate, that is EDTA, water for injection. The chemicals are put into the vaccine to serve various purposes. For example, L-histidine is used to protect swelling to the vaccinated person. Thus, chemistry is provide protection against COVID-19 disease and other various diseases. Next, chemistry of swab. The process of sterilizing COVID-19 swabs is highly regulated and completely safe. Swabs are sterilized through exposure to ethylene oxide gas for a short controlled amount of time. Thus, chemistry is also used in detection of COVID-19 diseases and other various diseases.
I am Navjot Kaur, studying B Pharmacy at GNIP Delival. So, I am here to explain my poster titled Medicinal Chemistry for Preventing COVID-19. Medicinal chemistry is a chemistry-based discipline involving aspects of biological, medical, and pharmaceutical sciences. It is concerned with the inventions, discovery, designs, identifications, and preparations of biologically active compounds, the study of their metabolism, the interpretation of the mode of action at the molecular level, and the construction of structure-activity relationship. We will discuss some medicines which proved helpful for curing COVID-19 virus somewhat and decreases the death rate. So, the first is clofazimine. Clofazimine With treatments for COVID-19 lacking, researchers are homing in on drugs that are already FDA approved to search for candidates that may inhibit SARS-CoV-2 replication. This method is known as repurposing, has found that clofazimine, an anti-leprosy drug, exhibit potent antiviral activity against SARS-CoV-2. This was published in Nature in the article Clofazimine broadly inhibits coronavirus including SARS-CoV-2. It may have role in the control of the current SARS-CoV-2 pandemic and the future pandemics caused by coronavirus. Second is hydroxychloroquine. It has been a well-known drug for the treatment of malaria and that is being used in some countries during the crisis in the content of drug shortage for the COVID-19 patients. The mode of action of HCQ for SARS-CoV-2 is different from its anti-malarial function. This synthesis of HCQ was first reported by organic chemist Surrey and Hammer in their 1950 and 1951 reports. Next is dexamethasone. It has been very recently found to have benefits for seriously ill COVID-19 patients on ventilators and the treatment was revealed to reduce mortality by approximately 1/3. It is a well-known corticosteroid medication and has been used in many conditions for its anti-inflammatory effects. And the last is a long story from anti-tumor to anti-coronavirus compounds. These products started as potential anti-tumor agents 5 decades ago and have recently proved to be very promising antiviral agents, especially against RNA virus.
Hello everyone, I'm Sheetal from MSc Chemistry Semester 3rd, presenting a poster on role of chemistry in COVID timeline. There are many researches took place and going on which helps to fight corona strongly. Here, I am representing some initial researches took place to know the chemistry and structure of corona and how did it help.
My name is Shruti Rajan and I'm working as an assistant professor in St. Kitts College of Engineering, Kerala. Today, I would like to present a poster on the topic of importance of chemistry in this COVID-19 scenario. Chemistry is being one of the important branch of science which helps in identifying various diseases and finding out a solution for curing these diseases. So I would like to brief upon by introducing you that the various importance of chemistry in the treatment of COVID-19. As we know that this virus was initially identified in Wuhan, China. It had a very drastic outbreak throughout the world. So it was always necessary for us to identify the key components present in this virus. So we had various researchers carrying in those sections. Apart from that, we also have to identify the importance of various survival of this virus on different surfaces, and it is also important to identify the decay rates of this virus on different materials, because only from that we could identify how long this virus could be treated.
Hello everyone, I'm Navneet Kaur, student of BSc Non-Medical, Kanya Mahavidyalaya, Jalandhar. Today, I'm going to present a poster on role of chemistry in prevention of COVID-19, emphasizing the topic sanitizers and chemistry. Precaution is better than cure. We all are well known to this quote, but during the pandemic, this came into practice. We practically observed it. One of the best methods used to prevent the spread of virus was washing hands frequently. Soap is a surface active agent. It disrupts the lipid layer and leave it open to the environment. It usually destroys the RNA. It also denatures the proteins by disrupting the hydrogen bonds which give them specific shape and also renders them ineffective. With everyone washing their hands and using sanitizers or soaps, they extract lipid and water from the skin, drying it out. That is why glycerin is also added to both soaps and sanitizer to counterbalance the side effects.
A very good afternoon to all of you present here. My name is Virginder Kaur and I am pursuing my bachelor's from Kanya Mahavidyalaya, Jalandhar. Today, in this video, I am going to present my poster which is based on the topic allicin as an antivirus used in the prevention of coronavirus. As we are already aware of the fact that coronavirus is a deadly disease and is the major current health crisis in the world. A successful strategy to combat the COVID-19 pandemic is the improvement of nutrition pattern. Garlic is one of the most efficient natural antibiotic against the wide spectrum of viruses and bacteria. Organosulfur compounds are responsible for the immunomodulatory effects of this healthy spice. The viral replication process is accelerated with the main structural protease of SARS-CoV-2. The formation of the hydrogen bond between this serine type protease and garlic bioactives in the active site region inhibits the COVID-19 outbreak. What is a drug designing? Drug design, often referred to as a rational drug design or simply rational design, is the inventive process of finding new medications based on knowledge of biological target. The drug is most commonly used as an organic small molecule that activates or inhibits the function of a biomolecule, such as a protein, which is in turn results in a therapeutical benefit to the patient.
What an amazing participation. I would like to thank you, each one of you, for being a part of today's event. If you are a part of solution, you are a part of precipitate. Now for poster presentation, I invite Ms. Ankita Thakur, student of BSc Non-Medical final year. Over to you, Ankita.
Thank you so much, Lovely. A very warm wishes to everyone present here. I, Ankita Thakur, pursuing Bachelor's in Non-Medical from Kanya Mahavidyalaya, Jalandhar. Today, I'm going to present a poster presentation and I'm going to speak on the topic COVID-19 into chemical perspective. That, how science at its best in the time of COVID-19 pandemic. That we all know, COVID-19 pandemic has brought sorrow and death to the world, changed our current way of living, restricted work and travel, and scaled fear and grief to the level of whole population. Overall, people's lives and the global economy are being greatly affected. But for scientists, the COVID-19 pandemic has provided vision and opportunity to see that how science can work ideally. To address the current global challenge, chemistry is an important aspect at every step at battle against pandemic. Now, question arises that how chemistry played its vital role in prevention of COVID-19. Chemistry has a key role to play in understanding everything from viral structure to pathogenesis, isolation of vaccines and therapies, as well as in the development of materials and techniques used by the basic researchers. Biochemistry has a key role to understand the viral structure specifically, the structure of viral protein genome and their mode of action. Computational chemistry has modeled proteins of COVID-19 to identify chemical compounds that can fight against the virus, whereas the medicinal and organic chemistry are contributing by synthesizing these antiviral compounds. Now, we'll talk about SARS-CoV-2 structure. Chemistry, especially biochemistry, has responded quickly to this global pandemic. Biochemists help us to understand the structure of the virus better. Simplified version of the viral life cycle and the viral genome of SARS-CoV-2 is presented in this figure. In the first step of this viral infection of a cell, the receptor binding domain of the spike protein of SARS-CoV-2 binds at the cell surface, and the cell surface protein angiotensin converting enzyme second is the inhibitor. Now, we'll discuss how chemistry involved in the prevention of COVID-19. Metal complexes. Yes, metal complexes are reported to show antiviral activity against SARS-CoV-2. One of the inhibitor is ACE2. Now, what is ACE2? ACE2 is angiotensin converting enzyme second. ACE2 is an ZN-dependent metalloenzyme that is attached to the membrane of the cells, found in the lungs, arteries, heart, kidneys, and intestine. As a transmembrane protein, ACE2 was identified as a cellular sensory receptor for ACE2, with the spike protein could potentially block viral entry into the host cell. Consistent with these hypotheses, clinical studies on patients infected with the SARS-CoV-2 and diagnosed with hypotension demonstrated a drop in mortality rate from 9.8% to 3.7% upon treatment with ACE2. Now you can also see in this diagram that how ACE2 inhibitors block the viral circular entry and therapeutic efficiency. So, such chemical efficiencies can be very effective to restrict the spread and transmission of the virus. Now, I'm concluding my topic. Chemistry will have a key role to find pragmatic solution against COVID-19. Chemistry-based research organizations have refocused their efforts to fight against COVID-19. The whole chemical science community has been contributing to fight against COVID-19. Now, we do hope to see the end of the pandemic as soon as possible. And we also hope that some of the procedures and norms that facilitate the generation of rapid high quality science output will be adopted and streamlined to the advanced science in the future. And at last, we must say that a world without chemistry would be simply disastrous, because chemistry has been called the central science because of its role.
Ankita, please unmute yourself.
Thank you so much, everyone. This is my presentation.
Thank you so much, Ankita, for this wonderful presentation. Now, enough of this COVID-19. Let's just have some fun. Now, I'm going to puzzle your mind with these interesting riddles, hoping for a great session with you all. Let's get started. First riddle for you all. I'm hoping for you to answer it. I may not be gold, but I make gold look more beautiful. I help you fly, and even though I am not popular, my prices run high. What am I? I repeat. I may not be gold, but I make gold look more beautiful. I help you fly, and even though I am not popular, my prices run high. What am I? So who is going to answer this?
All the participants are welcome in this podium. So you can write in the chat box or unmute yourself and please answer this riddle. It will be a fun. All the participants are, welcome to answer this.
I repeat once again. I may not be gold, but I make gold look more beautiful. I help you fly.
Navjot Kaur has answered in the chat box that it is rhodium.
Yes, rhodium is the correct answer.
Okay, Navjot, it's a correct answer. So well done. Yes.
So let's go further. What is black when you purchase it, red while you're using it, and gray when you discard it? I repeat. What is black when you purchase it, red while you're using it, and gray when you discard it? I'm seeing an answer over here from Akrit Korgil. Cole. Yes.
And somebody has unmuted and answered it.
That's box, ma'am.
Cole.
Okay, good. So number of participants have answered. That's nice. Thank you.
Next one. What can be measured but has no width, length, or height? I repeat. What can be measured but has no width, length, or height?
It's temperature.
Who has answered this? Could you please name yourself?
Navjot Kaur.
Oh, great.
Oh, great. Navjot is seriously participating in this event. Very good, Navjot. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. So kids really love me because I make things float. You can even use me to expand small things. What am I? I repeat. Kids really love me because I make things float. You can even use me to expand small things. What am I? So who is going to answer this one?
Helium.
Clay.
It's lead.
No, lead is not the right answer.
Helium.
Yeah, helium is the right answer. Who has answered this?
Neelam Petkar.
Congratulations for giving the correct answer.
Congratulations, Neelam. You are from which college and which state?
Ma'am, I am from MSG College, Malegaon Camp, Maharashtra State.
Oh, welcome to Punjab.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, we are very happy that some of the participants are from different states of India have participated in this event. So thank you so much.
So last riddle. Which chemical element doesn't like to follow? I repeat, which chemical element doesn't like to follow? Is there someone who is going to answer this?
Yes, we want some answers from the participants.
Is this lead?
Yes, lead is the correct answer. What is your name?
Navjot.
Oh, good. Navjot is leading already. So this was indeed a very interactive session. Thank you for being an interactive audience. So now proceeding further, I would like you to tell me some interesting facts about chemistry. Is there anyone who is willing to tell me an interesting fact about chemistry? No one? I will tell you. You know that glass is a liquid. It's just that it flows very, very slowly. So just going with the same flow. Now, I invite Ms. Haraman, a student of KMV, to present her poster. Over to you, Haraman.
Okay, my greetings to everyone present here.
Okay. Proceed, Haram.
Okay. Today we all gathered here to discuss about how the chemistry has been proved helpful in preventing the deadly virus, coronavirus. So this is my poster, which is based on the article written by Sharif Al-Nagande and Maha Al-Khazinder. COVID-19 is currently considered as a life-threatening pandemic viral infection. Finding an antiviral drug is the only hope for the human survival. So this poster is based on the AMPs. AMPs stand for antimicrobial peptides. So they have been widely regarded as a promising solution to combat harmful microorganisms. They are biological active molecules produced by different organisms as an essential component of their innate immune response. So AMPs are short sequence peptide polymers ranging from 10 to 100 amino acids, positively charged and amphiphilic. They have been isolated from organisms belonging to 6 kingdoms, including humans. The antimicrobial peptides database contains more than 300 antimicrobial peptides, from which 189 AMPs are antiviral activities. So antiviral activities of the AMPs were shown against enveloped RNA and DNA viruses, except some unenveloped viruses. So the antiviral activity of AMPs takes place according to its action due to absorption on the viral surface and entry process on its direct effect on the viral envelope. So our this research article is based on the fact that lactoferrin is useful in preventing COVID-19. So lactoferrin LF, one of the AMPs, is an iron-binding glycoprotein that is present in several mucosal secretions, which have a significant activity in the innate immune system. LF is known to have a wide spectrum of antimicrobial activity against bacteria, fungi, and several viruses. The antiviral activity exists against a wide range of human and animal viruses. So, moreover, LFS was proven to increase the host immunity against viral infection rather than activity against the virus after infection by preventing a virus entry to the host cell. So, through these blocking cellular receptors or direct binding to the virus particles, this prevents COVID-19. Since LF is one of the constituent of breast milk, studies have shown that at least part of antiviral properties of breast milk can be attributed to direct antiviral activity of LF. LF means lactoferrin. So there is a structure of lactoferrin in the screen, as you can see. Many studies have proven that LF has a significant role against viruses, among which are HIV, polio, and rotavirus. So LF is likely to have an efficient antiviral activity against coronavirus. So thus, here I conclude that the peptides had potential as an antiviral therapy against COVID-19. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Haraman, for this wonderful presentation. Now, did you know if you pour a handful of salt into a glass full of water, the water level will actually go down rather than overflowing the glass? Isn't it interesting? So now let's have a look on the other posters as well.
Hello everyone, myself Krishna. I am a student of BSc Medical from Government College होशियारपुर. मैंने केमिस्ट्री के एक पोस्टर मेकिंग कंपटीशन में पार्टिसिपेट किया है और मैं आपके सामने केमिस्ट्री पर डिजिटल पोस्टर रिप्रेजेंट करूंगी. टॉपिक है रोल ऑफ केमिस्ट्री इन प्रिवेंशन ऑफ कोविड-19. अगर हम केमिस्ट्री के रोल की बात करें इस पैंडेमिक में, तो सबसे पहला और बहुत ही इम्पॉर्टेंट रोल ये प्ले करता है इन फार्मास्यूटिकल इंडस्ट्री में. फार्मास्यूटिकल इंडस्ट्री में पता है मेडिसिन्स, दवाइयाँ, वैक्सीन्स वगैरह बनते हैं, तो केमिस्ट्री का रोल वैक्सीन्स वगैरह बनाने में, दवाइयाँ बनाने में बहुत ही इम्पॉर्टेंट रोल होता है. तो सेकेंड रोल इसका इन पर्सनल प्रोटेक्टिव इक्विपमेंट बनाने में भी हो रहा है. पर्सनल प्रोटेक्टिव इक्विपमेंट में कौन कौन सी चीज़ें आती हैं? मास्क, गॉगल्स एंड ग्लव्स. जो मास्क होते हैं, जो साइंटिफिक मास्क होते हैं, उसमें फ्यू अमाउंट्स ऑफ अल्कोहल्स होते हैं प्रेजेंट, जो कि प्रिवेंट करते हैं हमें फ्रॉम वायरसेस एंड अनदर बैक्टीरिया से. हाइजीन में अगर रोल की बात करें केमिस्ट्री का, तो उसमें एग्जांपल है सैनिटाइज़र. जो सैनिटाइज़र होते हैं वो कैसे बनते हैं? विद द हेल्प ऑफ सम केमिकल्स. सैनिटाइज़र को बनाने में कौन सा केमिकल बेसिकली यूज़ होता है? मोस्ट ऑफ द केसेस में ग्लिसरॉन हम यूज़ करते हैं. ग्लिसरॉन भी केमिकल है. तो इस तरीके से केमिस्ट्री जो है, जो केमिकल्स जो होते हैं वो सैनिटाइज़र बनाते हैं और हमारे बॉडी को, हमारे हाथों को प्रोटेक्ट करते हैं सम बैक्टीरिया, सम वायरसेस वगैरह से.
A warm welcome to all. My name is Madhubala. I have prepared poster presentation on the topic Role of Chemistry in Prevention of COVID-19. My poster represent which kind of precautionary steps taken during the COVID time in our home. This poster contains 9 types of home medicine. First one is neem leaf. Neem leaf has antimicrobial effects, may be effective against several types of viruses, bacteria, etc. Next one is black pepper. Black pepper contains piperine. It acts as a powerful antioxidant and help to lung function. Next one is turmeric powder. Turmeric powder contains turmeric. It helps to cure fever, cold, etc. Next one is nilavembu. Nilavembu is considered to be a well-known traditional remedy for all sorts of respiratory troubles. It acts as an antibiotic, anti-asthmatic properties.
Hello everyone, myself Yamini Rajendra Pawar, Department of Chemistry, MPH Mahila Mahavidyalaya Malegaon Camp. My poster presentation title is Role of Chemistry in Prevention of COVID-19. We have mainly drug development. We have mainly discussed development of synthetic routes to these drugs and their mechanism of action. Viral enzymes and proteins that are responsible for major functions such as replication and controlling host drugs in the search for therapeutic agents for COVID-19.
A very good morning to one and all. I'm Muthu Sneha and I'm studying first year Information Technology in National Engineering College. Today I'm here to present my poster on the topic Role of Chemistry in Research Studies of COVID-19. Before starting, I would like to wish you all a very happy Republic Day. Chemistry has a key role to play in understanding everything from viral structure to pathogenesis, isolation of vaccines and therapies, as well as in the development of materials and techniques used by the basic researchers, virologists and clinicians. Vaccines against COVID-19 have the potential to protect people before they are exposed to the infective form of the virus. However, because of the involvement of pathogenic immune processes in many severe presentations of COVID-19, eliciting an immune response with a vaccine must strike a delicate balance to achieve viral clearance without also inducing immune-mediated harm. This outlook synthesizes current laboratory findings to define which parts of the immune system help with recovery from and protection against the virus and which can lead to adverse outcomes.
Hello sir, I am from National Engineering College, IT department. I want to share my poster. First, I want to share the chemistry roles in COVID-19. Chemistry plays key roles from understanding viral structure to development of chemical preventive measures and drugs for COVID-19. A collaborative approach not only between chemists and biomedical researchers, but also an interdisciplinary response among different branches of chemistry community is essential.
Hi, I'm Sneha. I'm from National Engineering College, Koilpatti. I'm from IT department. I'm going to say a few words about the importance of chemistry in COVID-19 pandemic situation. Chemistry is used to understand the viral structure and for the development of chemical preventive measures and drugs for COVID-19 and personal preventive measures such as soap, sanitizers, detergents are extremely effective in killing viruses. Soaps and detergents chemically contain surfactants and sanitizers are also very useful to get rid of virus. It is always recommended to carry a hand sanitizer when someone goes outside of the home. It contains alcohol which are mainly responsible for destroying viruses. Thank you.
I am S. Mangerkarsi, first year BTech IT student in National Engineering College. So this is my poster on topic a role of chemistry on COVID-19. A simple concept of this poster is India is in lockdown and by all the people get vaccinated, we kill corona. Most of the virus consists of three components, the genetic material, some proteins and a lipid layer. In this case, SARS-CoV-2, the virus responsible for COVID-19 disease, the genetic material is 30,000 repeated unit of RNA pressure by catalyzing the cleavage of angiotensin 2 into angiotensin. When patients with high blood pressure get COVID-19, this interference in the activity of ACE2 means they are more affected by the virus. Thus, we conclude that the role of chemistry on COVID-19. Thank you.
I'm S. Anish Bazanisha from National Engineering College studying Computer Science Engineering first year. Here I'm presenting the poster on the topic Chemistry Research involved in the COVID-19 situation. Most of the scientists, researchers, doctors are fighting against corona. Here in my poster, I'm exhibiting the chemical researchers fighting against the COVID-19. It's like a war in our world going right now. We are giving lots and lots of prevention against virus.
Yes, over to you, Lovely.
It was indeed an amazing participation. I once again thank you all for being a part of today's event. Now, we'll be having a very quick session of quiz. So while the session is getting ready, I'll give you an interesting chemistry facts. You know that diamond and graphite are both entirely made of carbon and nothing else. Or every hydrogen atom in your body is likely 13.5 billion years old because they were created at the birth of the universe. Water expands when freezes, unlike other substances. And lightning strikes produces ozone, hence the characteristic smell after lightning storms. So now over to you, Narendra ma'am, for this amazing session of quiz.
Yeah, thank you, Loveleen. Thank you so much. So, dear participants, let's have some fun with the chemistry. So, right. So let's all be excited to learn something. I mean, it's not about learning something in chemistry. It's fun with chemistry, right? So just some punks and jokes, etc. So I'm going to share my screen and I'll share a link with all of you. to be a part of this quiz, right? It's not a quiz. Actually, it's just simple, fun with chemistry, right? So I'm sharing my screen. I'll share my screen later on. I'll just share the link first, right? So just give me a couple of minutes. Just a minute. So I'm sharing the link of this game with all of you. So you have to click on the link and you have to put a code. So I'll share the code also with you. So this is the code. So I want every participant to please participate in this game. So click on the link, right? And it will ask you for a nickname. Just write your name, right? Your name with some, state or college name along with it so that we can understand the participants. And I'm going to share the screen also. Right? So only, yes, 11, 12 participants have joined. So I'll share the screen. Yes. So I have shared my screen and I hope everyone can see and they can, do this game on their mobiles or PCs and then they can see the scoreboard also, right? So let's wait for the participants to join, all of them, and then I will start the game. This is quizzes, right? We have created 5 fun questions on chemistry on this. So 24 participants have joined. Let's wait for 1-2 minutes more. So all are requested to be part of this quiz. It will be a fun experience. I hope my screen is visible to everyone, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So 27 participants have joined. I request everyone to please be a part of this fun quiz. Okay, 28 participants have joined now. Right, thank you. So we will wait for 1-2 minutes more and then we will start. I want maximum participation. Yeah, there are, 47 participants are still there. All right, so 30 participants are there. So I'll start the quiz. So let's start. The quiz has started. So you can, give the answers, enjoy this quiz. And let's see the leaderboard also along with it. That who is going to win today. All right. So Navjot Kaur has also joined. Anchal, Ravneet, Lovely. Yes, other participants, hurry up. You can do, you can all can join. Yes, very good. So we can see all the participants who have joined. Right? And you can also see that how the scoreboard is changing. So Ankita Thakur is leading. Well done. Dhaneshwari has also joined. Dilpreet. Bhushan Gorkar. Well done. Yes, that's great. So Navjot Kaur has given all of the 5 correct answers, but it also depends upon the time in which you are answering the quiz. And Ankita Thakur is on number 2 position. Loveleen at 3. Very good. Come on, Barjinder. You can do. Anchal. Ajay, you can do just, give correct answers. Krishna Kumari is also doing. Well done. Yamini, well done. Buck up. Yeah, that's great. So some of the participants are still participating, so that's why I'm not stopping the game. Let them do also. Then I will show you the leaderboard. Simran, Akshita, do participate. Yes, good. Komal Sharma has not started the game yet. Kajal, Ankita. Yes, please participate. So 1 more minute and then I am going to stop the game. Yes, you can see the leaderboard, right? Just 1 more minute and then I am going to end the game. So these are just fun questions, not the real GK. Some jokes and punks on chemistry. So let's end the game now. So KMV is leading. I don't know who is KMV. The name is not given there. So I'm going to end the game. Yes. So let's see who has win this fun quiz. So first is KMV Star. I don't know who is the real name of this student. And second is Navjot Kaur. Third is Ankita Thakur. So well done, girls. Well done. So congratulations. So this is the scoreboard, and you can see all the questions, and even the time depends on which at which time you are in how much time you are responding to the questions, right? So thank you so much. Over to Loveleen now. I hope the participants have enjoyed this quiz. I want some answers from the participants. Some feedback. Have you enjoyed? Anyone want to respond?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much. Yes, over to Loveleen.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for this interactive session. Think positive and be positive like Proton. Coming up next, it's time for another round of video presentation of posters.
Yes, thank you, Loveleen. I'll share the screen. Oh, sorry. Yes, over to Loveleen.
We are really overwhelmed to see such great participation from all the states of India. Now, as we approach to the end of the event, it's now time for results. So before announcing the results, I would like to state that each one of you who has participated in today's event is already a winner. So whatever the results may be, we don't have to lose our hopes. It's just a case of luck. Let's now announce the results. So
let me share the screen first.
Yes, ma'am. So the consolation
Visible now?
prize. Yes, ma'am, it's visible now.
Sorry. Yes.
The consolation prize is backed by Arvind MM, National Engineering College.
Loveleen, sorry to interrupt. I have started from first position towards the end.
Okay, ma'am, now.
Yes.
So the first position is backed by Shruti Ranjan, St. Gates College of Engineering, Kerala. Second position is backed by K. Madhubala, Shri Prakar Sakti College for Women, Korathalam. And it is also backed by Anantha Pushpa Kaliswaran T, National Engineering College, Kovilpati, Tamil Nadu.
So second position is backed by the two participants. So bracketed, they have won the second position. Yes.
So third position is backed by Navjot Kaur, Guru Nanak Institute of Pharmacy, Dalewal. And the consolation prize is backed by two students, Arvind MM, National Engineering College, Kovilpati, Tamil Nadu, and Neelam Dinesh, MSG College. Hearty congratulations to all the winners.
So
now,
many congratulations to all the participants. Yes, yes, please.
So now I would like to invite Head PG Department of Chemistry, KMV, Dr. Manju Sahni for vote of thanks. Over to you, ma'am.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good afternoon to everyone. Myself, Dr. Manju Sahni, Head PG Department of Chemistry, Kanya Mahavidyalaya, Jalandhar. On behalf of KME fraternity, I am highly thankful to all the students from all over India for supporting us and taking part in this event with great enthusiasm. Dear students, I appreciate your dedication and hard work. Me and my faculty would like to congratulate you on doing a great job. I am also thankful to all my colleagues to take great efforts to organize today's event. A special mention to our principal ma'am, being the catalyst that inspired us to do our best and stand as a pillar of strength. Once again, many congratulations to winners and all participants. Thanks one and all. Now I would like to take leave with the feeling of happiness and gratitude. Stay happy, stay blessed. Thanks once again. Over to Dr. Narendra.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Over to you, Loveleen.
Thank you so much, dear Manju ma'am, for your words of wisdom. So it was indeed a very wonderful session. We were so happy to have you with us, and we hope that you enjoyed. So thank you for joining us today.
And before leaving, I would like to request all the participants to please fill the feedback form which is shared in the chat box. So certificates will be given to all the participants, and those who are winners, I heartily give my congratulations to them, right? And you will also receive certificates with positions, right, with respective positions. So we will send in 2 or 3 days on your email IDs. So thanks once again for participating. So your participation means a lot for us. And we are hoping for your participation in our next events also, right? So thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. And thank you for being a wonderful audience, right? And thank you, my whole Chemistry Ninjas team, for a wonderful job. You did really well, really well. You all students need a great applause.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. So I'm going to end my meeting now. Thank you.